host, Harlow, and I do have the pleasure of interviewing Demetria McKinney, wears many, many different hats. You've seen her on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's a singer. She's an actress. Really, you do it all. There's nothing that I don't think that you've done or you're not doing. So, Demetria, if you don't mind just telling the listeners a little bit about yourself and just what you have going on right now.
My name is Demetria McKinney. I enjoy long walks on the beach and puppies and, it's your girl, Demetria McKinney. I have been busy with the music. Unnecessary Trouble featuring Kandi has been doing phenomenally. And I can't thank everybody enough for the support and Kandi for agreeing to, come in and work with a chick, even though she's had her battles with, doing business with friends and coworkers. So big ups to her, and baby Ace is beautiful. So congratulations to her and Todd as well.
Yes.
I am about to start touring with R. Kelly again.
Okay.
We toured together last year with the Black Panties tour, and this year he has the Buffet tour. Now, if y'all haven't checked out his new album, it is everything, and I'm super honored that he trusts me enough to bring me back out on the road with him. So we start that the 11th of February, and we running from there.
Oh, that's right.
I've got 2 shows out. Yeah, man. Like I literally start rehearsals for it on the 6th.
Wow.
So I'm really excited. The music's been doing awesome, and that's all leading up to the release of the actual album, which is Officially Yours, and that'll be out this quarter.
Okay. Wow. Awesome. Yes. Well, you have a lot of things going on, and I can't wait to hear more of your new music too, and to get a chance to see you out on tour as well with R. Kelly. And the one thing that I have seen in the news lately is your engagement to Roger Bob. So congratulations are in order for that. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you don't mind, are you able to share how he proposed or how it all went?
Oh, God. Yeah. So I was touring with R. Kelly, and I was touring with Pepsi Funk Fest. And for New Year's Day, I was supposed to be in Miami for Pepsi Funk Fest. But a couple of days before New Year's Eve, Kels called and put me on his show in Detroit. So apparently Roger already had it planned that he was going to ask me, but he had it planned in Miami. So he had like this beachfront thing, and fireworks and all this stuff that he told me after the fact. But all of that was thwarted by wonderful, wonderful Detroit. Love y'all, Detroit. Love y'all in Detroit. But yeah. So we landed a few hours before sound check, and I'm thinking, okay, it's the end of the year. Something's got to give here. He doesn't know I'm thinking like this, but ladies, you know what I'm talking about. And so we have a few hours, and I walk in the hotel room. I'm looking around for the ring. Nothing. Then he asked me to lunch. We go to lunch. Nothing. We go to sound check. I do my performance. Kels gets on stage. Nothing. And so finally, the ball is about to drop for midnight, and Roger does not really drink like that. So he grabs 2 glasses of champagne, and I look in the bottom of the glass, and sure enough, there's nothing. There's nothing in that glass. Nothing, no ring, no will you marry me, no nothing. So we have a 45-minute drive from the venue to our hotel, and my face is tight. I'm talking Botox tight, but it's just fixed in this terrible position. And about 10 minutes away, I was like, okay, maybe he had somebody go set something up, right?
Right.
Walk in. The room is as I left it. There is nothing there. By this time, I done snatched off my performance wig. I'm in there washing my face, slamming stuff. I'm like, this man just don't understand what I've been going through. And he's like, you really going to be spanked the whole weekend? Oh, no, he didn't. Like, he let me have it. for like the whole day. And so then he's like, you know what, let's just talk about what's bothering you. So I go in there and I'm prepping myself to tell him how I feel. And he pulls out the ring and he's like, so can we get married or you want to just sit here and argue? So it was, and my hair is looking like Beetlejuice. Like, it was awesome. It was really awesome. But I was just so happy that it finally happened. I've been in love with him for a really long time, and it's great to know that forever is in the works.
Wow. That's really cool. Congratulations. It sounds like he kept you in suspense the whole day.
Yeah, he sucks, but it was great. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, I know you mentioned too, your new single, Unnecessary Trouble, with Kandi. And it was funny because, I was trying to hear the whole track for a while because I saw the articles, the teaser and all that. And then I was watching the show and I saw the scenes like where you all were, making the video. And when I heard the song, I was like, wow, this is hot. I mean, it's really, really jamming. I really like it a lot. And I think it's a concept that I haven't really heard in a while, or not even so much in a while, even so much like that, I don't think, in music.
Right.
So I thought it was original, it's fresh. I mean, so how did that all come to be? How did you get with Kandi to make that song, and whose idea was it? Because it seems like it's really personal to the two of you all on the show. Because I know you had Roger Bob in the video, and then she had Todd in the video. So
yeah.
So was it? How did that come about, that collaboration?
Well, in season 7, I asked Kandi, after all the hullabaloo that had gone on at her house, if we could work together. And that's when she let me know. She was like, well, Demetria, I don't really do that. And I was like, okay, I get it. But she saw me perform at Pepsi Funk Fest and was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to give this a shot. We got all the business done. She got her money. We got our contracts and everything together. So we were just really free to create. And in 2 days' time, we recorded 4 songs, one of which was Unnecessary Trouble. Now, Unnecessary Trouble was born from shade.
Okay. From the show?
They came after my relationship. And as you mentioned, Roger and I were on the show. And they were also kind of coming for her relationship with Todd. He's kind of a man gold digger kind of thing or whatever. And so it was that epic battle that I think we've all kind of been through where, you got your girlfriends over here like, girl, he's no good. He's da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Meanwhile, my dude may not be perfect, but your dude is beating your tail, got the girl moved in with you, and got a baby on the way from somebody else. Fix you. Handle you. Let me be great over here. I'll figure me out. And I think it's a great anthem for not only girls, but, dudes, because I can't count the number of guys that have said this line. Keep your girl out our business.
Yeah, that's
true.
true.
I just sounded real Ice Cube.
I've said that before.
Did I sound like Ice Cube?
Not with my wife, but I've said it in past relationships. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So it's just really trying to tell some realness on this album, and Unnecessary Trouble is a great, great start to that.
Okay.
And it literally came from the show, but Kandi penned that thing like she's done so many other hits.
Right. Wow. Okay. So you mentioned that you all did several songs together. So will there be more songs with her from the album, or is it kind of too early to tell? Or
absolutely, I will definitely have more Kandi joints on there. She's actually one of the executive producers of my album. So it went from I don't know if I want to do this to hey, yeah, give me my EP credit, girl.
Oh wow, that's what's up. Okay.
Yeah.
And that actually leads me to one of my other questions, because I was wondering, with the whole creative process of making an album, that's always really interesting to me with artists. So some of the previous songs that you've released, would you say that the concept for those songs still fits what you're recording now, or do you kind of just start over, or how do you determine which songs you're going to keep and then which songs that you may save for a later project or something like that?
Oh wow, that's a great question. It's kind of been just a collective sit down, and I'll listen through everything. I trust my team impeccably, and pairing up with E1 as well as RTD, and then the rest of my management and Angie and all of them. We just really, really have some heart to heart conversations, and sometimes it can be hard as an artist. You think every one of your kids is beautiful. And they're like, nah, that one's going to have buck teeth. That one is always going to have body odor. They point out the things that as the artist you may not be able to see. And so from 100 to Trade It All, those have been very personal because I was truly involved in the writing process of that. And even with Unnecessary Trouble, me and Kandi really had real discussions about each song. She was asking, would you say this? Yeah, I definitely would. How do you feel about this? What's your thoughts? So she was really, really inclusive of me. And so I can honestly say that everything that I've done up to now, whether it gets used now or later because it may fit for a different project as if I go in a little bit more edgy direction, or I want to do more ballads, you know, everything I have now fits and it flows really, really nicely.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I like I said, I can't wait to hear the new music that you have. And I know you touched on this earlier, based on some of the things that happen on the show, on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So that in a way, I guess you could say it kind of birthed the song or the concept for the song. So what would you say, based on your experience on being on that show, what advice would you have given yourself, or what advice would you give yourself now, looking back of when you first got on the show, after everything's all been said and done now?
The advice,
or can you say
the advice I would give myself, woo, honey, the advice I would give myself would be to just calm down.
Okay.
Being on a reality television show is like, especially for your first time, it's like your first time on a nudist beach. There's all kinds of craziness out there. Everybody's got something to say about what they see or don't see on you. And it can be really, really publicly foreign. You know, there's nobody that knows your body like the people, you know, my man doesn't see my body, but all of y'all looking at it and now y'all all want to have a judgment about what I am, who I am, and how I do things. That can be really difficult. Right. And I didn't just think about it for myself. You know, I have a now 17-year-old son who had to go to school and hear people talk about his mama in whatever capacity they wanted to. And then I have a man who I was determined to keep my relationship with, despite reality television, which normally tears down relationships as well as African American women. Sometimes I had to say that, but
right.
You know, I think I went into it with so much weight to be me. There are so many caricatures on that show. Kandi is true to life. That is who she is, period. Cynthia, oh my God, amazing. Claudia was exactly who she is. Kenya, she can be a kook, but that is who she is, and y'all are getting the realest real she can give you. Some of them other girls, they put on, and it's like it's a battle for airtime, and it's a battle for seniority, and it's a battle to say, you know, oh, I'm the shadiest. No, I'm the shadiest. No, I'm the stankiest. No, you know, it was just so difficult to try to remain me when me was all I ever intended to be. Whether anybody appreciated it, understood it or not, I put so much pressure on me that I did not fully enjoy the experience until I calmed down towards the end, like, oh, girl, you know, they just full of it today.
Okay.
So that would be the thing I would say. Yeah, just calm down, girl.
Okay. Okay, and with your experience with that, would you ever do a reality show again? And if so, would it be that same type of show would you be open to, or would it be something totally different? Or, because I think that with artists, I mean, with anybody now in entertainment, it's almost, in a sense, it's almost kind of like you have to do a reality show, or that's kind of how it's presented, at least, you know, to be out there and in the public eye. So do you feel that pressure to do another reality show?
Thank God, no.